Well, yeah, I'll never forget when things happened at what was then the Tygerberg Assembly. Issues were taking place, and the next thing I saw a couple of people turn up at Harfield Road because I was the minister there. And I can remember Raymond, Emily Hahn, Pittenan, Carol, Matt and Lucille, and Raymond and Emily Hahn, and the Schroeder family. That's right, Des and Leonie started to come. And then they said, you know, we're not happy with the church. And then I started doing Bible studies in homes in this area. And Brother Buffy used to help. And then a few more people started coming, and people like Allison and Anka. And they said, what are you going to do about us? We're orphaned, we don't have a church. And we said, don't worry, we'll start a church. And then start on Sunday nights by using my little blue trailer, putting chairs in there, Formica chairs, Sunday school cups, green melamine, overhead projector, skew on the wall. 14th of February 1988, John Bond came as our group leader and chairman of the Assemblies of God, inaugurating the church. And within a very short space of time, we grew too big for that little golf ball club. Remember the kids, Raymond and Lindsay, you were there. Then we moved to a town of 50 Rand a Sunday, 25 Rand per meeting, lights, water, electricity, kitchen, toilet paper. But anyway, the church grew, and then it would grow and shrink back and grow and shrink back because the town hall was too small. And I remember Philip coming to my house and saying, there is a piece of ground, another church has got it, but they don't have money to build. I think it was Derek Morphy's church. And he said, let's apply for it. So we came and saw the town clerk, and he said, okay, they've got 6 weeks to say they can't raise the money. But in the meantime, you need to prove you've got a constitution and you've got people who live in Durbanville. We drew up a constitution that Sunday, got it passed. We put together an address list. And this piece of land cost 19,800 Rand. That's all it cost. Bought the whole church here, everybody walked around. We wanted everybody to be in agreement, and then everybody was in agreement. But the thing is, we managed to get this, the steel structure. Ray Chorley put that up for us, and we put the columns up, and we left it for 10 months because we were going to build by cash, and then we realized we couldn't. And I remember the opening of the building in June, I think it was 1994, and it was pouring with rain. After we left that day, came into my office here, this was my office, somebody put a check for 32,000 Rand on my desk, and that would be enough to tar the whole parking area. But I remember when we were first asked by the people, what would this building cost us? And I took a deep breath and said, 800,000 Rand. And the gasps were audible. Oh, we can't afford 800,000 Rand. The figure, the bottom line figure eventually for this whole building, including desks, kitchen cupboards, cups, computers, musical instruments, was 1 million Rand. The bond repayment was 9,000 Rand. And we were only had an income of 16,000. It was 9,000 for the bond. And then we had short-term loans, and Pitt was the biggest contributor in the short-term loan, I remember, loaned it to the church. That was 8,000 Rand. So our total expenditure just paying back money for the building was 17,000. And our income was 16,000. So we hadn't paid salaries, electricity, lights, water, telephone. But you know what, from that day to now, never been in the red, never been short. God has always provided. So 22 people inaugurated, or 22 people at the inauguration of this church. And here we are today with, on any given Sunday, never less than 1,200 people. So that's quite a journey. And what's encouraging to me, I know some people might shrink back and say, wow, can we do it? I honestly feel that what we want to do is now, the amount of money we want to raise now, personally, I don't think is as big an issue, as big a step of faith as what it took to put this building up. And so it's not just doing something for ourselves. We're making history so that one day the people who make the history can say, this is our legacy. And that's what us, me. One day I'll be dead and gone and take my ashes, spray them over there, wherever the building is. I want to be like Joseph, Jacob, when he said to Joseph, I'm going to die here, but you don't leave me buried here. You dig up my bones, you take them with you, because God's got a promise, and the promise doesn't end here.
love and what it does to those they hold near. So let's run till the water meets the sun. We can toss our worries far away from our hearts.